Hey everybody, it's Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of... I want to do Taurus, but I keep hearing Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a lot of heavy Gemini placements in your chart. Quick disclaimer on this video. So when I'm recording this, it's November 19th. We are still in the Mercury retrograde period in Scorpio. My internet went out last week for a week. We got it back. Now it is out for a week again. So these videos, it's why they are the energy of November 15th through December 15th. I'm trying to make up for not being able to post the energy surrounding that time. So even, hoping I can get these posted at least by the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, whatever it may be. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I can try my best to upload them Friday night. But yeah. Yeah, that's, it happens, guys. So I apologize for being late. And I'll make it up to you with these readings, right? Let's see what is going on for you. Even though we do have Mercury going direct on the today, tomorrow, 19th, 20th, we are still going to be in the shadow period, and Mars is actually entering Scorpio as well until January 2020. There's going to be a lot of intensity, whether that's through sexual chemistry, deepening of intimacy, but it also can be very strong-willed energy. It's tough. I think people are going to be really like growing a backbone, really showing their spine. So that should be interesting. And be prepared for that if you're not. I do hope this video finds you well. I know you guys have been going through a lot. So let's see. What is going on for Gemini? Sorry, that was a really weird image. I feel like the imagery I'm getting lately is very strange because it's like overlapping stills. It's like two videos playing at once, so it's really weird. And this just happened for Aries too. Okay, so I literally saw this image of like you splitting apart, but then as you were splitting apart, it's like you were interlocking your hands. Bear with me, I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to describe the movement that it took, but it's like you split apart, you connected your hands with the other part of yourself, and then you started dancing. And then I was hearing Billy Idol's Dancing with Myself. Granted, we all have heard about what that song is about, but it's not, I don't think it's in the same context. I think it's just, you are with yourself right now, and I think you're trying to kind of understand both sides of who you are, and maybe that's what the challenge has been. Maybe you're trying to balance out who you are. I mean, it's very understanding that you are teacher and student, that you are the fool and the sage, or the king. And I think you're working on that. I think you're... this is really interesting. Yeah, I think you're working on that. So let's see what is going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for November 15th through December 15th. Eight of Wands, movement, that's good. It's positive, moving forward. The Devil. I mean, while this is Capricorn energy, it does really make me think about Mars moving into Scorpio. That's what this card is now kind of like resonating for me. I would try to maintain balance as much as you can in this time period. I do think that there's going to be a certain drive that you have that can feel very addictive or obsessive. Also, I would be careful just what you're doing and who you're doing it with, whatever that means for you. Because there's something here where it's like there's a bond or something that you're tied to. And if it's not in the physical, then it's in the emotional, right? Or even the mental. But I would just be careful with monitoring and maintaining your desires in a very real way. Don't let them consume you. I mean, really, maybe that's why you're having to kind of get a better understanding of both parts of yourself, because I do think you have the tendency to like be the sinner or be the saint. And I just, maybe that's been difficult for you. You know, the question of am I a bad person or am I a good person? I mean, you're both. We all fuck up. We all do some shit we're not proud of. And then we also do incredible, amazing, and beautiful things that help others. Ooh, yeah, that's your desire. If you're going out and you're meeting people right now, or if you are, we'll say if your libido is a little stronger than usual, I would just be careful. I mean, this is, to me, this is one or two things. This is either dating, going out on the dating scene, meeting a lot of new people, having your desires reignited, whether that's in a sexual manner or not. But to me, this is also, it could be about work. I really don't think it is, but it could be about work. I think this is you having fun. I think this is you taking a break. I think this is you getting into trouble. So with that being said, if you're going into something and you feel this part of yourself say no, I would listen to it. Because this to me is very explosive. It's very, it could spiral quickly in the opposite direction. I really don't want the Tower to come up, but I feel like it's going to. I feel like it's going to. Well, that was an explosion, so let me reshuffle. Another one. Okay, Three of Pentacles, so it could be about work. You know, you could have some new exciting things on the horizon, but you could also be working a lot or doing a lot or receiving more clients, more work, more money. You are working on something, but I also feel like there's the, ooh, yeah. Sorry. Give me a second to. If you are talking to more than one person, be careful. Even if you are just dating around, I with that Devil energy, it really worries me. Because I feel like it's almost like at the end of the day, you have to be careful with what you signed up for. That makes weird. That sounds weird. That makes weird. That sounds weird. I can't talk right now. Yeah, you're definitely in some non-committal energy right now. You know, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I think you're just trying to have fun right now. I think you are just wanting to be way more free-spirited than you have been. It could, I mean, this could very well be, I'm going to clarify everything, but it could be whatever toxic situation you removed yourself from now, because that energy is no longer in your life. I still think it is though. Like, I think it's around you. I think either, whether it's emotional, mental, whatever it is, it's still connected to you. Maybe it's not influencing you as much, but it still does have some influence over you. So I think whatever you're coming out of now, because you have no commitments to anybody, it's very easy for you to meet people. You're enjoying meeting people. You know, if you can meet people who are on the same page with you in terms of dating multiple people, that's great. But just be, you know, be mindful. Because I do see with the Three of Pentacles that this is about working together. It is about everybody kind of understanding what's going on to a certain extent. But at the same time, I have this really strong feeling that you just need to be careful. Forewarned is forearmed. So let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Yeah, the Devil. Let's clarify the Devil. Like, this is Eight of Wands. I'm going to crack up. The Ten of Swords. Okay, so yeah. You are definitely moving beyond whatever toxic energy you were surrounded with. However, I do still feel like this is for a very specific person out there. I do still feel like if you are getting involved with other people immediately after exiting this situation, be aware of what garbage you're bringing with you. Like, it's, if you're still working through some stuff, like, try to work through it and don't overextend yourself where you can't. Like, if somebody starts wanting a lot of you, or they want a lot of your time, or they want a lot of your energy, know where you can set your boundaries, because I just don't, the energy here is not one of someone who wants to make something grow. You literally just, it's almost like you need to do stuff to forget, which is also something you need to be careful of, because there is a lot of codependent, addictive, obsessive energy on the table. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're not looking to plant any seeds. Page of Wands in reverse. My goodness. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. That was a lot. I'm not taking all of those. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles, please. The Empress. And let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. Tower. I was waiting for it. Yeah, I definitely think this, I keep getting the sense that I need to warn you. If you're not looking to start anything new with anybody, if you're not looking for long-term dating, you need to be very upfront with these people about whether the fact, you know, even if it's a one-night stand thing, you need to be honest about what that is. Because I feel like with the amount of people you either have surrounding you, or the amount of people that you're talking to, or the amount of people either you are interested in or who are interested in you, I think over the course of this month, there is going to be a lot of desires that are going to come up for you where you want to, I'm not going to talk to you like you're a child here. You're going to want to act on your impulses. And you're going to want to do it in a way that, I mean, is the pure definition of impulse. You're not going to think about it. You're just going to go for it. You are not thinking anything beyond that moment. You're not thinking about the long term. You're not thinking about growing it. You're not thinking about like working on it, or keeping it a part of your life. It's very temporary. This is very temporary energy. If this is involving someone in the workplace, be careful. be very careful, be very mindful. Because I think at the end of the day, whatever is going on has the potential to either create a lot of problems and drama, or it will create a very literal tower moment where you have signed up more than you've bargained for, and you're going to have a lot more turbulence or problems in your life as a result of interacting with this energy. I'm a little stumped by the Empress with the King of Pentacles, to be honest, and I'm going to pull a clarifier for that. Okay. Okay. So. This can be... I'm so sorry for my stomach growling. If you are someone who has been separated from somebody recently, I think the nostalgia of the relationship has taken hold a bit, which is, it could also be adding to this like very escapist mentality, or just wanting, I want to feel something else other than what I'm feeling right now, so I'm going to chase my impulses and desires because at least it gives me feeling. At least it gives me this like adrenaline. It gives me this high. It gives me this rush. I really think you actually need to take some time to address these emotional issues. Because like I said, don't bring this garbage into these situations with you, because you are. I'm calling it like it is. You are. You're going to be bringing this toxic energy. Even though it's over, even though it's no longer a part of your life, it is still a part of you. And until you address that situation and you heal it, you're going to be dragging it into these situations with you. And it's only going to add to the problem. It's not going to really be something that helps you. It's going to hurt you. Now, like I said, I do feel like you're being very nostalgic right now on an emotional level. I think you're thinking about the past. I think you're thinking about how much it actually hurts to no longer have this individual be a part of your life, or just how everything went down. It's disappointing. You definitely had a vision for this person at one point. I almost want to say this was 3 years ago, if not longer. There's a lot of threes here. So whether the relationship kicked off 3 years ago, or it's like 3 years was really when it was at its peak. If 3 years ago is when it was like the honeymoon vibes, right? You really saw this person as someone who you could go the long haul with. And I do think that you wanted to like put a ring on it, right? I think there was a part of you that did. Whether you were openly communicating that or not, I think there was something deep down inside of you that saw the potential for that future. And I think now you're connecting and addressing the fact that, you know, I am hearing the phrase, how could I have been so wrong about someone? How could I not have seen how toxic that actually was for me? And how did I miss it? Well, now I'm getting kind of bummed because I want positive energy for you guys. And it's not that I don't think this is positive. I think if you can maneuver it in a way that it is, then that's fine. But, you know, it seems very turbulent. The potential for it to get out of control or out of hand is very strong. And I just want you to help yourself and not hurt yourself in the process, because you are hurting, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. You are. There's actually, I mean, with what I see here, and then the way it moves in and bleeds into the rest of the reading, it's just, it goes from I'm hurting to I don't want to feel this, so I'm gonna escape it in whatever way that I have to. And I just want to remind you to think about the cost. Yeah, be careful of how much drama this could bring into your life, because I do think that if someone isn't watching you, that sounds creepy, right? I don't mean that someone's literally stalking you. And if they are, you know what to do. Call the damn police. You can't let somebody get away with that kind of behavior. But somebody is like, they see, they're going to be seeing what you're going to be doing. They're going to be kind of, and I think they're emotionally going to be hurt by what you're doing too. Nobody wanted things to go down the way that they went down. And I think everybody's feeling it now. Like, everybody's feeling this ending. I think it was the way it ended was such a rush that it's like what happens when you get in a car wreck. You feel all the adrenaline so you don't feel your body in pain. And then, you know, time passes and 8 hours later or the next day when you wake up, you are in so much pain. Your body's stiff. You can't move. Bruises are coming up. And now you're noticing how hurt you actually got. And that's what this feels like. It feels like now you're noticing how much pain you're actually in. And I think this person is too. But just be careful. I'm not saying to hide your life for the sake of sparing somebody else's feelings. But I think the most important thing is to like protect yourself in the equation. And take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. So I'm going to pull some little clarifier here. So we have nothing is absolute. Change is the only constant. I think that is very appropriate for what you're experiencing right now, because I think you are... Oh, well, bottom of the deck. Extreme times require deep reflection. I think you need to be reflecting more than you are, or more than you are going to be. I think you need to realize that, and it fucking sucks. Trust me, I understand. I still have a hard time dealing with this myself. It's really hard to let something go that you really cared about and that you really saw potential for, and it's fucking painful. You know, I commend people who can go out there into the world and immediately like start meeting people or hop into other situations. I'm just not that type of person. I actually emotionally can't, because I know that I'm dragging my garbage into the situation. And I've done that once before and it didn't end well because I took my crap with me. So, you know, I think I spare myself the drama by just taking the time to really reflect and wait until I feel ready. Whether that takes a year, whether it takes 2 years, whether it takes fucking 3 years. It doesn't matter. I think it's just really all about when you're looking for something solid, or you want to have something real, you have to really address the deeper issues of the pain that you carry with you when these things end. Just because it ended doesn't mean that this person wasn't meant to be a part of your life. I think that they were. I think you guys had a chemistry that was undeniable, but I think that the issue with that chemistry is that it had a way to go sideways. Like it was either really great and really passionate, or it was very violent and tumultuous. Those were the extremes you were dealing with, but it was addictive nonetheless. So just reflect on what you're feeling, reflect on the reality of why it had to happen and where you're currently at and just where you want to go. Be present in each moment, try to make the best choices that you can, and just don't hurt yourself in the process. Just don't hurt yourself. Okay, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I do now have a donation button down below. Feel free. If not, it's fine. No big deal. But yeah, I keep feeling like I need to say, please take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. This is some heavy energy. This is some deep, intense energy. Yeah, just please, 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 please take care of yourselves. I will see you guys next time.